on your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Chrissie is hilarious.
Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell out before you blow up a plane.
Basha K. Ali!
30 seconds remaining.
But you know what good thing to say? I doubt it will stand up to something. I haven't been disrespectful to you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when Ash takes off his shirt.
I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean.
Welcome, boys and girls, to Mayor in the morning, Mayor in the afternoon, Mayor in supper time. Well, I was really looking forward to this sweater arriving for like a week, and now that it's here, I could not be more underwhelmed. Like, I still have the ticket in the back. I'm debating just returning it or just like having this be part of my frumpy fall collection. Let me know what I should do with this. I don't know. I thought it was going to be fun. I thought it was going to be like fall, like something I could wear to go apple picking. But I feel like I may have missed the apple picking window. And like, okay, yeah, I do want to go pumpkin picking as well. But by the time I get a pumpkin, carve it, it's going to be time to go to Content House. And then I'll be at Content House till after Halloween anyway. So I just feel like I'm missing all the fun fall things. It's good to be busy though. What's up? Good. It does need more leaves. If this sweater had more leaves, like I think if it had 20% more leaves and it was a V-neck, it would be a home run. So, like, there needs to be a leaf right here. Oh, I don't know. It kind of matches my hair, though. Sorry for being late this morning. Sorry for being late and gay. Last night was crazy. Can you guys hear me? Is my mic being gay? Last night was crazy. It was Andrew Harm's birthday celebration at Wet Spot. It was so fun. I said, oh, you can book whoever you want. He booked his friend Igor that I didn't know. He came through. The usual suspects were all there. I'll pull up some pictures. It was fun. We had a fun time. At the old Compound Media Studio. So here was us. Cecil, Drunk Jimmy was there. Marshall and Lindsay, Gigi, Vidal Super Ninja, Drew was there. Kristen Carney. This is Kristen Carney getting boy advice from Mike back here. Gigi's husband. We're debating giving Drunk Jimmy a makeover. We were talking about that because I don't know who told him he should wear this shirt. He's a little confused, so we might help him with his fashion choices and hair, etc. Yes, this was Kristen Carney, Gigi. This is Cecil right here pouring a beer. We had this really good cake from this bakery in Jersey that I picked up. Actually, like, is it the same spot where the rehearsal dinner was for Frank's brother's wedding? That was over the weekend. The cake was so fucking good. I think the bakery was called Cabrera's or Calendula's or something with a C. I think it was in the Cherry Hill area of Jersey, but it was so good. Because I was like, Harms, what do you want? He's like, chocolate cake, chocolate frosting. I was like, you got it, boo. So this bakery did not fail us. It was really good. Here's us holding up Andrew. I don't know why we thought this would be a good pose. Like we're showing the world his crotch. I don't know. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Cecil came through. I forgot that I booked Cecil, by the way. He just showed up. I was like, hey, whoops. But it all worked out. There was room for all. We had a fun time. Happy birthday, Andrew. His birthday is actually technically today, as is Drunk Jimmy. They share a birthday. So that was a hoot. Then we went out to Sullivan's. That's where this picture is from. We went out to Sullivan's till pretty late. That's the thing. Everybody was there for his birthday. So who am I to say no to B-Day times? Now I'm for real taking a drinking pause until Content House. So that gives me what? A week. What is today? Today is the 18th. Yeah. I'm not going to drink for the next week. And then it'll be Content House and it'll be lots of drinking. So we'll just make it through. Whew. I should have gotten up earlier today. Deus Pena, late and bros. Very, very late and bros today. NVIDIA, it looks cute though. Thank you. Should I keep it? I'm still rocking my bridesmaid hair. Unbrushed, unwashed. I've made this last since Sunday. Well, technically Saturday. I got it blown out on Saturday and then a little recurled on Sunday morning before the wedding. But it's what is today? It's Tuesday. The hair is still going strong. Let's see how long it lasts. Maybe a little dry shampoo to zhuzh it up. Chris Baldessano, the Mayr Fall Collection, now on sale at JCPenney. Okay, wow. Yeah, this is not a sexy sweater. It's hard to look hot during fall and winter. Because it's like you either look like a total slut. Like, I don't want to look like an autumnal slut. But I need a little something. You and Frank looked amazing in the wedding pics. Oh, thanks, NVIDIA. I still have so many that I haven't posted. I took so many good ones. That's what I do when I go to weddings. I take better photos of the bride and groom than the actual hired photographers do. I don't know. I just seem to do it every single time. I'm just skilled. And I got this new phone with a pretty decent camera. Yeah. You know how they sell? I was tricked into buying this sweater because there was a very thin girl modeling it and she had it all tucked in. And I was like, ooh, I'm sold on that. That looks good to me. Yeah. Venti, that's the thing about Venti does look great in fall clothing because when you have big boobs or big ass or both, you have to get things that are nipped in, that are cinched in. So it's whether it's a slightly tighter top or this is neither fitted nor showing cleavage. So that's where we get into frump territory. It's big, but it's if something's big and you have an off the shoulder or you have a V-neck, okay, that can kind of balance it out. So that's why I'm on the fence about this sweater. So there. Woo, guys. So as we've all seen and heard, G4 is officially gone under. But what's interesting about today is we're noticing some responses from Frosk. See, I wonder if she is starting to have doubts. I wonder if she's starting to think about her place in all of this. Is she feeling regret? Who knows? This is an article from .esports from last night. Frosk calls out G4 TV for failing to support her over backlash over sexism in gaming segment. G4 TV has been shut down after a lukewarm revival, leaving the gaming community mourning the loss of a nostalgic program. No, people were mourning the initial show. Yeah, I guess that's what they're saying. Nobody was mourning the new one. But some of the former G4 hosts took the opportunity to air some grievances with the program, including Indiana Frosk Black. Frosk made headlines in early 2022. God, I can't believe that was in January. This year has flown by. After ranting about the sexism she faces in the gaming industry as a result of being a G4 host. At the time, she admitted she was getting sent toxic comments over her appearance. It has somehow become acceptable that you can talk about how much you jerk off to a woman as a compliment. It's dehumanizing and it's weird. It's weird. Women do not exist to be nice on the eyes for you. Olivia Munn didn't exist to be nice on the eyes for you, said at the time. She also pointed out she often got harassed and berated over her opinions on games, a lot more than her male co-hosts. Frosk. So here's the thing is when you operate from a lens of sexism, you're going to take every criticism and attribute it to your being a woman. It could just, it can't just be that you have not bad opinions, but that people are not agreeing with you. You're not resonating with people. It could just be your personality, not necessarily the fact that you're a chick, Frosk. And that is the problem when you view life through a racism lens, a feminism lens, anything, a transphobe lens. You're going to look for things to attribute to your cause here. Frosk said that both of them read from the same script, yet she's the one that faces all of the criticism. She gets special flame. Remember her rant? I feel like it's seared into my forever memory. At the time, the gaming community at large reacted negatively to Frost's statements on the show. Many called her an angry feminist and claims she hates male gamers. I mean, most of the viewers and fans were men. So, like, if you're out there saying everyone's hating on me because I'm a woman, it's like, well, then, you know what I mean? You're putting that out there. So don't be shocked that you're getting it back, that people go like, oh, you're putting out this feminist mentality. So people are going to think that you hate men. Now, Frosk has claimed the G4 team did not stand up for her as she faced backlash. What? Weren't they all alligator clapping along for you, Frosk? Like, weren't they all, I stream with my heroes? What more could they have done for you? Frosk reveals frustrations with G4 management. Frost's sexism in gaming segment was approved by everyone running X-Play, Frosk tweeted yesterday, noting that G4 had made an internal statement at the time that diversity and inclusion was important to the show. It's so easy to say. All these corporations kind of have to say that they are about diversity inclusion. But it's like they were already about it by hiring you, Frosk. You didn't have to then go ahead and do a special rant. Like, I've said this so many times, like, she had already won. She looks how she looks and sounds how she sounds, and they still hired her, which means that's a win for diversity inclusion. That's a win against sexism in gaming. The fact that you are even fucking there, it's a win. Like, almost like, be grateful that you're there and make change subtly. Over time, you build your fan base. Like, I just don't think the time for an unhinged rant is right when you're hired at a brand new, I guess, revival of this show, when they're trying to make a good impression. I don't know. I think she bit off more than she can chew. Could chew. Ka-chew! She said that she was supported initially, but that changed after new threats. Then I asked for support multiple times and was ignored or directly lied to about support coming. No guidelines, no plans, no help. Then management changed and it became openly hostile. What was she expecting? Guidelines, plans. What was going to be, what plans should they have had? Okay, so here's her tweet from yesterday. My sexism in gaming segment was approved by all executive showrunners in X-Play. When I was originally hired and cast, G4 made the internal statement that diversity and inclusion was what it was built on to fix the past. G4 made the internal statement that diversity and inclusion was what it was built on to fix the past. What the hell needed fixing? It was a great show that people loved. Okay. I was fully supported initially until doxing and threats. While some came to Frosk's support, the gaming community largely reacted with hostility to her most recent tweets about the show. Some brought up how flippant Frosk seemed when other people at G4 laid off. Yeah, remember that? I survived? That was another bad move. Others said Frosk and other hosts were toxic themselves. Many replies blamed Frosk for making the show tank, calling her hostile. Of course, while there's certainly no... What? Is this a completely different article? It is. Okay. So it's interesting that we're now starting to see some response from Frosk. A lot of people have been blaming her for the downfall of G4, but now she's actually tweeting about it. So this is her tweet from before, where she said she was supported until doxing and who or what was being doxed or threatened? Like, Post the receipts, Frosk, if you're getting all these threats. Post screenshots. Then I asked for support multiple times and was ignored or directly lied to about support. What kind of support? Like, what does that mean? No guidelines, no plans, no help. Then management changed and it became openly hostile. And now, this is the last thing I'll ever say about G4. People who I worked with were lovely. I gave them everything: producer, writer, host, and more. Would do it again. Love ya all. And then, of course, Gary's here. It's better to burn out than fade away. Not you. This song, Frostbitten. Always makes me laugh when I see he's there. But like this man, this video, I never expected this. Like, holy shit, did I get use out of that $10 wig from Party City? My God. I'll like never forget. It was January. He was like, yeah, did you see this girl kind of flipping out? I was like, yeah. He's like, are you thinking what I'm thinking? I was like, yes. I was just like, I don't know. I don't know who this girl was. I did a couple cram sessions. I would listen to it over and over again. I listened to the rant with the volume on. I listened to the rant with the volume off just to get her like her physicality down. You know, you make some exaggerations. Obviously, this was an old ring that I got from Disney World that I had to bend out of shape and shove up my nose, and that's why like the thing kept falling out. Like the more I would do the impression, the more this ring like could not hold the shape anymore until eventually it just I probably should have just bought a nose ring. I just didn't know I'd be doing it so much. Oh my God. And here's Vidal. I guess you can say they've been frostbitten. Oh my God. I want to see the response to this initial tweet here. The quote tweets. That's where you really see the magic. Yikes. You told us from Sleepless TV, you told us not to watch, and we listened. All that happened is you got exactly what you asked for. To blame anyone but yourself and your idiotic tirade is really stupid when the whole internet saw it. Frosk ducking accountability for tanking an entire network with one segment. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace. It's always someone else's fault. The woke always blame someone else. From Matt Kadish, she's missing the lesson here. Your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they never stopped to ask if they should. Aw. By the power of white girl, I am offended on your behalf. Proof that they were all out of touch with both women and the gaming community as a whole, even speaking as a woman and a part of the gaming community. That should have never been approved. It's good to hear from actual female gamers on this topic. Never mind whatever doxing and threats you claimed happened, the fact of villainizing the. And she goes on. And then people are just making fun of her for being white, which is like not the most helpful. Too fucking late. You and Adam both alienated the fans and ruined what was supposed to be an awesome revival of a beloved gaming show about gamers and the world of gaming. But no, you had to go out there and insult us fans for shit that only morons do to make us look bad. Yeah, it feels like the fans are feel offended. Wow. Right. It seems like people are like, wow, you're blaming G4 now because you weren't saying this shit while you were working. No one wanted or needed you in the gaming world. Gaming was inclusive as it ever needed to be before your ilk came about in gaming, companies, journalism, or your single-handed ruination of G4. Who's the bigger cokehead, you or Adam? Oh, man. From Jacob Wolf. Is he a gaming person? And anyone who thinks Frost comments on sexism and misogyny were meaningful enough to tank the network is ignorant. It drew the ire of a certain portion of the gaming community, but no significant amount of those people were watching G4 anyway to begin with. I don't know about that. The company went under because it wasn't making enough money. So that to me sounds like they turned off the existing fans because of it. Just having a noisy bunch of people on Twitter talking shit is not enough to tank a network. I mean, CNN is still going. I I think they turned off a lot of their fans. They stopped watching after this. Star Wars girl. Anna says the only sexism in gaming is from people like you. That's why G4 failed and you were fired. You have no one to blame but yourself. Now that G4 is done, she's thing to throw it under the bus. First you kill the network, then you throw it under the bus after it dies to try and squeeze out a tiny bit more from its corpse. Woo! Some of these are vicious. The issue with modern media outlets' view and version of diversity and inclusion isn't that it's divisive or inclusive, but it doesn't actually learn from the past that they're fixing. They still have the same attitude and bad habits. They just think they're directing it the right way. Yeah, it seems like they wanted to fix the things that were actually working for them. People loved Olivia Munn. People loved whatever, even that other chick. That's why they sent Amaranth in there to toss around in a tub after this rant, is because they were like, no, the fun chicks that are cute, that are not taking themselves too seriously is what people liked. So that's not the part they should have fixed. Like, sure, have someone like Frosk on, hire her, sure, but then like have a couple of other fun, I don't know, like feminine, pretty, like I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Keep what was working last time, in addition to adding your inclusivity and other roles. Morgan Webb, thank you. Fucking Morgan Webb. Yeah, no, I agree. CNN was a bad comparison because CNN does get bailed out every few years. And like they just are buttressed. Oh, okay. Okay, I see that note, NVIDIA. So it seems to me Frosk is starting to really feel her part in all of this. Poor Frosk. I wonder what her next move will be. I don't know what kind of support she actually expected. Okay. This is another response to her tweet. They recognizes that antagonizing, ridiculing, and shaming your viewers is a bad business model and likely to drive away advertisers as well. You should have realized their hostility was their way of showing displeasure at the damage you done to their brand. Yeah, because maybe the hostility was them like looking at their numbers going like, oh shit. How are we going to come back from this? Management changed because they realized how toxic you and Adam could be. It was monumentally nuts. I'm a guy who loved the old shows. Hell, was willing to give the new run a chance. You were hostile to the community you were supposed to entertain. That's a great point. At the end of the day, you are there to entertain. You're a TV personality. Your job is to be funny, clever, lighthearted, just be fun. Be somebody that people want to watch. So maybe it was a mismatch. Like, if you want to be, that's the thing. And then all these feminists get so like they get an inflated sense of their importance. They get an inflated sense of self. They think everybody wants to hear this kind of shit. And it's like they don't. People just want to be entertained, especially people that are into gaming, exactly, into movies, all the stuff we talk about on FNT. You're like when people start to ruin, when like we all know this, the message gets in the way of entertainment, it turns people off and they're like, well, I guess it's back to watching sports. Like, facts. I was watching loyally up until the rant. I didn't like it and stopped watching. This is a good example of what happened. Because they never should have okayed it. And once they realized it cratered the network, they distanced themselves from the kryptonite they greenlit. They realized what a colossal fuck up it was. They share the responsibility for the result. But what the fuck did you think was going to happen? Using an established brand to draw from an existing fan base, knowing full fucking well what the expectations were, only to subvert expectations. Good job. You got to hop on your soapbox, and in doing so, ruined it for everyone else. And that's the thing is, why not create a new brand? Like you took this old brand and you shat on it and ruined what people liked about it. Not just Frosk, but like everybody involved. which is exactly what they're doing with all of these movies that people have nostalgia for. They're taking the existing fan base, adding a woke agenda or a woke element to it, and then like the individuals themselves kind of torpedo it. So why not start like a new feminist gaming channel with Frosk and like see how that does? It might do great because you're not taking an old thing with an old brand that people expect to see continued. You know, just start your own thing. Start your new brand like Frost Gaming. I don't know. Although that probably won't happen right now cuz she shit on the thing. Ooh, I got a new filing cabinet just sent me a new flyer for Content House. I gotta start posting it. Okay. I don't know how to get that to myself. I hate when things are text to you and then you have to send it to somewhere else. You have to send it to like your own Facebook and shit. That's what they should have done with Frosk is just start a sexism and gaming channel. Like start a feminist gamer channel. So there. What up, Balsano? Thanks for the $2. Wasn't busting on the sweater. I like it. So festive. Yeah, well, no one can bust on this sweater until I figure out if I'm returning it or not. Jesse Meek for 5. That sweater isn't flattering on you. You should take it off now. Begin, evil sweater. Crap, not working, huh? Well, you 100% of shots not taken. Lol. Thanks, Jesse. Jesse! Yeah, I mean, it's cute, but is it cute enough? Matthew Hammond for 5. Sweater looks great. You missed my Kennedy interview super chat. Kennedy interview. Do all Kennedys or just the politicians avoiding death like Final Destination? Oh, you mean for Hillary Kennedy from yesterday? That's a good question. I don't know. Big Raj, thanks for the super sticker. Russell Hall. The good news is they all learned valuable lessons. I hope so. Oh, boy. Matthew Hammond, I am sad we did not get Emily from Hasbro. I wanted to see diversity, equality, and inclusion. G.I. Joe on FNT. Fortunately, there will be more people to mock. Oh, yeah. There's always people to mock. And also, like, the Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power series, like, really took up a lot of focus for FNT over basically the last 2 months, because I know that's something they really wanted to spend time on. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. What's up, chat? Fealty. Admiral. Wow. Yawning. Oh, okay. I didn't actually miss the super chat. It came in right after the end of the broadcast, but there was a delay and the stream didn't actually send it on the YouTube side. Aha! Makes sense. Hi, Nina. Nina, you want to jump in? I'll send you a link. No pressure. But you know. I see you. I see you in the chat. Hit an F right now, jerking off to your girl. Do 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 do. What could Frosk do now? Where would Frosk be good? She could be an HR person. I think I see a lot of feminists working in HR, like corporate HR. How's your Galadriel impression? I haven't worked on it yet. I do have a lot of blonde wigs though. Okay. I do. I have that image. Let me pull it up. Filing cabinet. Filing cabinet looked great at the wedding. I took so many pictures of us. He really cleans up nice. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. I'm just seeing like I pulled up Facebook, which I seldom do, and it's like your memories on Facebook. Chrissy, this is what you were doing 7 years ago. And you're always like, oh God. It's never like, wow. I often forget about Facebook. Okay. Okay. Boom. Chrissie Mayr's content house. This is the updated image. We had a couple people that had to drop. We had a couple people added on. So, yeah, here's Kumia, Venti, Carrie Smith, Gigi Dior, Lila Hart, Missy B, Jay, Leah Fennelly is gonna stop by. Love that girl. She was the girl I interviewed who worked at Hooters, who like went out for Miss Hooters USA or something. There's Lindsay Sabadouche, Ryan Kinnell is coming by. Who is this person right here? I am not sure. Leanne Starr, Keanu, Ashton, of course. There's Filing Cabinet, Stancil, Mead, X-Ray Girl, Alex Stein, Marshall, Chino, Carl from Who These Podcasts. Royce Lopez is stopping by. Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers is stopping by. Ariadna, Jacob, that's me. I don't love this picture of me, but that's okay. And who else is gonna be here? Kristen Carney. I don't want to give you more work to do, Filing Cabinet, but Kristen Carney's coming. She was on the show last night, so it's gonna be fun. We got to do some we got to check our equipment. I got to start packing this stuff because, gosh darn it, we're flying out tomorrow. Next Tuesday. Holy fuck! I'm excited though. We got a lot of great. Well, this whole thing is presented. Could not happen without Copy My Crypto. But we got a few other people sending us stuff, treats, goodies to partake in while we're there. So that's cool. Sorry, boobs, you were left out of the poster, and you're also left out of this sweater, which is part of the reason why I'm like not loving it. I'm leaning towards returning it. Sorry. Yep. Cecil's coming by too. Yeah, we could throw Cecil on there. We could throw Cecil and Kristen Carney on there. Yep. Zia did drop out. Yeah, she's closing on a house and she's got some shit to do. I'm so sad. Ashton is definitely going. Yeah, I've been texting with her. Anna, if you're listening, the offer still stands. Keep the sweater. You've already worn it. Do you have any idea how much shit is returned that people have already worn? Like the shoes I bought from DSW for the wedding. I have a feeling were already worn by somebody. You hate seasonal clothing, Mungus. I like it when it's cute. Yeah. Sorry to yawn. Jesse Meek, back for 5. Athens sweater isn't actually that bad. Just wanted to send a little support your way. Have a nice day. You're calling this the Athens sweater? Maybe you meant to say actually. All right, thanks, Jesse. Jesse. RPG Dad, thanks for becoming a new member. Russell Hall, invite Brittany and Elijah. Brittany is invited, and she is coming. I invited Elijah like months ago, and he couldn't come. So many invites have been thrown out. We're doing a lot of work always behind the scenes here. It's not a hot sweater, but it's cute enough to be comfy clothes if it's warm / feels nice. Okay, thanks, NVIDIA. You don't have to send a super chat, NVIDIA. Just like throw it in the private chat. You're already here. Right after Labor Day. I know. Okay. All right. We're torn on the sweater. Shit. Sorry to yawn. Ah, yeah, Cecil. All right, we'll have to throw Cecil on there. If you could, filing cabinet, throw Cecil and Kristen Carney on there. I invited Gundam to Content House. He's still welcome to come. He's also not showing his face. He's, so that would be difficult. What's up, young Pei Chang for 2? Cute plus comfy sweater. Maybe add a scarf and a necklace. Oh, I feel like I could start looking like a mom very quickly. Oh, I know. And Nina would have come if they weren't being fucking gay about the vaccine. But hopefully for the next one, you'll be able to, Nina. Muffin and Waffles are upstairs. Hopefully they'll come down and check on me. Yeah, I think I know I wanted Cecil and Gundam there, but Gundam can't show his face, and it would have been really difficult. Like, what would he have done? Would just put a bag on his head? Okay. Thanks, filing cabinet. This is like, oh, I'm just picking my kids up from school. Oh, this old thing. This is like, this sweater screams I am not trying to get any new D. Okay. But it's going to be fun. I have decided not to get drunk immediately. I'm going to be very responsible and on point because I am hosting this. I have to show people their rooms. I have to show people where the kitchen is. I have to be picking up garbage probably for most of the time. I have to organize the drinks and snacks. We have to go food shopping for both the houses, both the quiet house and the loud house. So it's gonna be a lot of work to do. Okay. Any other final thoughts about Frosk? I think she will be okay. Everyone's going to be watching her to see what her next move is. I don't think she's going to curl up and disappear. Okay. This is fun. Meghan Markle. I was treated like a bimbo and objectified on Deal or No Deal. Can I play this without getting copy striked? What?
And not necessarily about brains. Solely about beauty.
What the fuck is this?
Solely about beauty. It was solely about beauty. And not necessarily about brains.
Oh, you think? You think, Meghan? No. They didn't book you because you were a mental giant? Meghan Markle quit. I'm just going to read this fucking article. These videos confuse me sometimes. Meghan Markle broke down the bimbo stereotype of Paris Hilton in the latest episode of her Archetypes podcast. The Duchess of Sussex, 41, opened the episode reminiscing about her fascinating experience as a briefcase girl on the Deal or No Deal game while she was pursuing acting a few years before landing her role in the dramatic series Suits. The former actress appeared on season 2 of the show in 2006. And while she acknowledged that she was grateful for the job, she felt she was valued for all the wrong reasons. It's called Welcome to How the World Is, Meghan. Like, be happy that you're not ugly because you never would have had any of these jobs. That's the thing. Is hot girls, a lot of hot girls, like, they can't just be grateful that they're hot. They have to be, then they're like, oh, I'm not hot and interesting. I'm not hot and smart. I'm not hot and funny. It's like, just be happy that you're hot. It's more than a lot of people have. But that's the thing is, like, you've never lived your life not hot. So you don't know. You don't know. Markle said she would be on set for the game show and think back to her time as a college intern at the U.S. Embassy in Argentina, where she was being valued specifically for my brain. Oh, I'm sorry. You went from interning at the U.S. Embassy in Argentina to being a briefcase girl on Deal or No Deal. Yeah, sounds like you didn't find this interesting and you wanted to be an actor and be in showbiz. So you made that choice, girl. Here, I was being valued for something quite the opposite, she said about Deal or No Deal. Oh my God, while I'm smiling and look like I'm having a great time and I'm wearing the cute red dress. Oh my God, I'm doing this all against my will. I didn't realize you were being held up at gunpoint, Meghan Markle, to be on TV, like national TV. It's a big opportunity, girl. Which I'm sure led to lots of other things. I like those shoes though. There was a very cookie cutter idea of precisely what we should look like. Yes, because you're oh my God. This is like a Rockette getting mad that they have to all wear the same fucking uniform. Like, this is the job. Markle added, sharing that girls would line up at tapings for different stations where they would put on lashes, get extensions, or put in or get padding in their bras, and they even received spray tan vouchers each week. Yeah, because you all have to look good. It was solely about beauty and not necessarily about brains, she said. You took a job where you just have to open a briefcase. You knew it wasn't about your brains. She's so dumb. Markle shared one detail she would, quote, never forget when one producer on the show who couldn't pronounce her last name would scream, Markel, suck it in, repeatedly. Well, yeah, you probably, you have to have good posture, you know. You have one job to do, and that is to hold a briefcase. That's funny. Oh, boy. She ended up quitting the show, revealing that she was thankful for the job, but not how it made me feel, which was not smart. I want to feel smart. You took a job where you are literally decoration. I was surrounded by smart women on that stage with me, but that wasn't the focus of why we were there, Markle said. I would end up leaving with this pit in my stomach, knowing I was so much more than what was being objectified on the stage, she continued. I didn't like feeling forced to be all looks and little substance, and that's how it felt for me at the time, being reduced to the specific archetype. Fuck you, Meghan Markle. Like, talk to anybody who has any job anywhere. I've had 15 fucking day jobs. Like, do you think I felt respected at all of them? No. You're there to do a job. You're not there to have your whole cup full, filled with validation and respect and love. And it's like your job is not supposed to provide everything you need. Your job is to do a very specific task and you get paid for that task. It's not supposed to be your everything. Are you kidding me? I felt objectified at receptionist jobs. This is how the world works, Meghan, and you have benefited from it greatly. Like, if you weren't hot, there's no way you'd be married to Prince Harry right now. Okay? So be grateful. Ugh. But she's going to use it to virtue signal. Oh, I want higher aspirations for daughter Lilibet. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Were your parents telling you not to take the job on Deal or No Deal? Like, you willingly took that job with your adult brain because you knew it would give you a leg up in the biz. Ugh, this just bothers me when women willingly take jobs and positions that they know will benefit them and give them a leg up, and then they get to the level they want to get, they get more fame, they get more fortune, and then they complain about the steps that it took to get them there. For the episode, Markle interviewed Paris Hilton, who says she built an entire brand out of being the dumb blonde, the bimbo stereotype, after admitting she was the most nervous for this interview because she had held a judgment towards a 41-year-old socialite. While I'm embarrassed to admit it, I had a judgment about Paris, and I don't like having judgment. It doesn't feel good. Okay, but literally everyone on the planet judges someone at some point. Markle later said in the episode when speaking just to the audience. But I had to be real about that because when I grew up, she was beautiful, rich, and famous. What could possibly be wrong with her life, I would think. And because of my entire sense of self-confidence was wrapped up in being smart, the smart one, and not the pretty one, I found the way to project all of my judgment and envy onto her, she continued. Envy can be a dangerous thing, as can judgment. I was ashamed to admit that I harbored either of those feelings. Sorry for having judged her. I didn't know her. Okay, big deal. Just how a lot of people judge you, Meghan Markle. We're judging you right now. Oh, here was Meghan Markle as Rachel Zane in Suits. I didn't really watch Suits. Did you guys watch Suits at all? Do you think she got this job because of her brains or because she's kind of hot? I wonder. The only one who respected me on this show was briefcase number 24. He's the only one who got me. The Duchess shared that it was hard for her to think about what she would talk about with Hilton. So when so much of the simple lifestyle's identity was about not leaning into being smart. Hilton shared she was playing the role of the dumb blonde while her co-star Nicole Richie was the troublemaker. I almost got stuck and lost in the character at some point. It's like the lines got blurred and I forgot who I was, Hilton said, and it makes me sad because I used to be such a free spirit, not so closed off. And I think with so many things that happened to me during the years, I just closed off in a way in my mind. And I wish it didn't happen. Going through trauma affects you. And here's Meghan Markle again. Like, where are all these other girls right now? Like, it looks like you made it. Like, it looks like you're the most famous one right now out of this whole bunch. I was surrounded by smart women on the stage, but with me, that wasn't the focus of why we were there. Really? You're not all here because you're pretty? Do you think you were cast because you're super smart? No, you were cast because you can stand upright and you look good in a dress and you can hold a briefcase. That's why you were cast. You want to know how I know this? Because you're not mic'd up. No one's like going to you for it. To like for what you think. Boy. For me, I actually felt smarter. Like if I had revealed a bigger number of money, I actually felt smarter that day. For me, when you say every time I read for me, I think of the corn kid. For me, I really like corn. For me, when you say it's sad, I think it's so sad you didn't even get the opportunity, Markle responded. It makes me emotional thinking about it. You don't get the opportunity to start to think about the woman you want to be with a blank slate. Does anyone truly have a blank slate? No. All we do, we go through life and we take steps and we take jobs and things because you have to make decisions in life. You have to take jobs. They're not always the perfect job. But I've taken so many jobs that I fucking hated just because I needed the money. Nobody gets to just do what, like a very small percentage of people just get to do whatever the fuck they want all the time because their family has money or whatever. They have just like insane opportunity to like fucking Hunter Biden, basically. Like he could probably do whatever the fuck he wants, but like most of us have to take jobs we don't necessarily love and then we just go from there. Ugh. When defining the word bimbo with Hilton, the Duchess admitted she wanted higher aspirations for her 1-year-old daughter, Lilibet. Horrible name. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this idea because when I hear the word bimbo, I have a very negative connotation to it, she told Hilton. Sounds like she hasn't heard of bimbo power. I'm sure people were watching this show being like, you know what? I wonder what these briefcase girls are thinking, you know? How did they want to change the world? Oh boy. I don't see this. I don't see that as an aspirational thing for a woman. I want our daughters to aspire to be slightly higher. I want my Lily to be educated. I want to be smart and to pride herself on those things. Hilton shared of her own daughter. I don't want her to think it's cool to be a dumb blonde or a dumb herself down for society or anything like that. No, I think in both these women's cases, in both Hilton and Markle's cases, like not necessarily, well, maybe more so with Hilton because she willingly, consciously played a character that was dumb. But in Markle's case of just taking a job in Hollywood that is looks based for a leg up in the world, like that, That's you letting it define you. Sometimes people have jobs. It's like, yeah, it's just a job. It doesn't define me. It's not the whole of my personality and the whole of my potential. Ugh. Like, you can be in a job that you can acknowledge, like, yeah, I got it from my looks, and it doesn't have to define you, and move the fuck on. It's just annoying. I think it's like they think they're so fucking important, and they want to like shame the steps that it took to get them to where they are, when it's like, you should be grateful for the steps that you took to get to where you are. Because probably if she hadn't taken this job, if she wasn't pursuing acting in Hollywood, she probably would have never met Harry and have the life that she has now. Like, if she just stayed interning at the fucking wherever she was working, the embassy for Argentina, like, she'd be with I don't know, a UN guy or something. She wouldn't be getting that sweet royal ginger D. Meghan Markle. Yes, I did just say sweet royal ginger D. She could have been highly educated if she stayed in the UK. She had all the opportunities there, being in the royal family. She still can be educated. You have the money. True. Yeah. But she alienated herself from that family. Like, she could have, I think, if that was really her priority, she could have tried to get along with them and then used that privilege to get whatever kind of education she wants. Oh, she's just not aware of bimbo power. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know she's named after the queen. I just think it's a dumb name. Like, you're going to go by Lily then. Lilibet? Lilibet? Or Bet for short. Yeah, good point. Who's willing to bet that she only married Prince Harry to get even more fame? Yeah. What's up, Ruben? So who's going to dress up as Meghan for Halloween with a dress and a briefcase? That'd be a great costume. Someone who's a brunette could pull that off. Deal or no deal today would be all LGBTQ, and every briefcase would have an equal amount of money to promote equity. Yeah, it'd be like fucking obese women in wheelchairs holding the briefcases. She's a narcissist. Narcissists don't like when nobody is talking about them. Has to do interviews to keep people talking because she doesn't really want to be a normal person like she advertises. Good point. Like, ultimately, that article was about her. She was on Paris Hilton's podcast. Okay. But she went out of her way to have her people write a press release that they then sent to the New York Post. Okay, like, yeah, what's the pitch here? Oh, I was a bimbo. I was portrayed as a bimbo against my will. But no, it was you fully consented to that whole experience, and it got you to where you are today, which nobody needed to see or read about. Yet here I am talking about it because she decided to have her people put out a press release, which proves what you're saying. It's like, yeah, you can go on podcasts and the whole world doesn't need to know. Meghan. By the way, Meghan, if you're listening, please come on my podcast. And now for bimbo commentary on our game show, Briefcase Girl number 35. Tell us, bimbo girl, briefcase girl, what do you think of what's going on in Syria right now? Such as the Iran. Hey, it's Michael Gavin Ali. Did you check out the Stuttering John Opie and Chad Zumach interaction video? No, I did not. Send me a link through Twitter or something. I'm so behind. Like, I went on to Kumia's show yesterday after Chad called, so I still haven't heard it. I don't know what he talked about. All I know is that I feel bad for him. No boob window on your sweater. Are you turning over a new leaf? Good job. Good one, Elsid. Thank you. Matthew Hammond for 2. Who listens to these D-list celebrity podcasts? One time for Who Are These Podcasts, me and Carl reviewed Paris Hilton's podcast, the very one I think that Meghan Markle went on. It was bad. It was very overproduced though. It was funny. A lot of production, not a lot of substance. NVIDIA for 5. Have you thought about setting up a Rumble account and or pushing your Twitch and Rock fans more? The chatters over there get lonely. Oh. I mean, yeah, just about I stream on Rockfin like every time I can. I don't see anybody in the Rockfin chat right now. I always try to keep an eye on it. So, but the answer is yes, I could definitely be doing more. Do do do. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh my god. Oh, I have an updated flyer. Ooh. Let's see. Yep, Kristen Carney is down here now. And Cecil. It's like, where's Waldo? Cool. Ready to build crypto wealth without the work? Visit copymycrypto.com/house. Ooh, there's a special house link. That's cool. Nice. Yeah, what would you like to see happen at Content House? I believe some people might be going to the parks, like the Epcot drink around the world is definitely a thing that's going to happen. X-Ray girl. Okay, I want to show you guys that I got some gigs coming up. I got some gigs. This Thursday, I'm going to be in Bridgeport, like literally 2 days. I got to do some more posts about that. So if you're in the Connecticut area at all, come see me at the Bridgeport Stress Factory on Thursday. Then we got Comedians of the Compound at the Orlando Improv. That's on Thursday, October 27th. That's me, Gino Bisconti, Anthony Cumia, Lila Hart, and Alex Stein will all be at this show. I think tickets are sold in pairs. So if you bought a pair and you need to sell a ticket, or you're looking for like a single ticket, get in the Discord. Or just like tweet at me and I'll retweet you. Then I got a weekend in Long Island at the Brokerage Comedy Club November 4th and 5th. That's in Belmore, Long Island. Then we got the Compound Media Censored TV show in New York City, Thursday, November 10th. New York City venue to be announced the day of. That's going to be me, Kumia, Josh Denny, and Gavin McGinnis. Woo! Should be a shit show. Then I'm in New Brunswick at the New Brunswick Stress Factory Thursday, November 17th. That's out in Jersey. Then I got the weekend in San Diego coming up in February, February 24th and 25th at the Mic Drop Comedy Club in San Diego. For tickets, go to ChrissieMayr.com. I taped a Chip Chipperson episode with Zia and Brendan Sagalow. I'm not sure if it's going to be out this week or next week. Maybe it'll come out tomorrow. Everybody drink. Is everything a joke to me, Chrissy? You won't be laughing when the nukes drop. Who knows? Maybe I will be. What a strange thing to say. Is everything a joke to me? Even if everything was a joke to me, like how does that affect you? What's wrong with that? Yes, come to the Orlando show and say hi to the mods. I think we'll have a mod table, which is very exciting. It's going to be good. I mean, I hope if there are nukes that are going to drop, I hope I die laughing or like doing something enjoyable. Why would you want to like die not having fun? Please bring that song to the Content House that you and Venti and Lila were partying to the other night. Oh, what song? What song was that? Do you mean this song? 'Cause too early to dance? No, it's noon. Okay, it's enough of that. Yeah, we're gonna have a little rave. Oh, sorry to yawn. Sorry. Okay. I also want to cover James Corden getting kicked out of a restaurant. What? How did this happen? James Corden apologized to a restaurant owner who called him an abusive customer. I love hearing about celebrities that are like either horrible tippers or just an absolute terror to wait on. New York City restaurateur Keith McNally has forgiven James Corden after claiming the Late Late Show host was the most abusive customer he's ever had. Holy shit. James Corden just called me and apologized profusely, McNally wrote on Instagram on Monday night. Having fucked up myself more than most people, I strongly believe in second chances. McNally, who owns Balthazar, an iconic restaurant in New York City, went on to joke that if the 44-year-old let him host the late night talk show for 9 months, he would rescind his ban from the iconic French brasserie. He was banned. Wow. Keith McNally unbanned James Corden from his restaurant just hours after he announced the comedian wasn't welcome. Oh, wow. Sounds like he's trying to get attention for the restaurant. No, of course not. But anyone magnanimous enough to apologize to a deadbeat layabout like me and my staff doesn't deserve to be banned from anywhere, especially Balthazar, he continued, adding, all is forgiven. What did he do to get banned? His decision to give Corden a second chance comes after McNally, who is known as the restaurateur who invented downtown. Wow. Said he had to 86 the comedian from his restaurants due to his mistreatment of the staff. What did he do, though? In a scathing Instagram post earlier in the day, the 71-year-old shared 2 examples of the funny man's treatment of his employees across some of his establishments. Back in June, the owner claimed Corden became irate after finding a hair in his food, demanding free drinks and threatening to leave the restaurant. Negative reviews. Anyone who complains about a hair in their food, it's like you're an idiot. Like your food was made by people who have hair. That's not a big deal to me. I'm sorry, but like a bug is one thing. I will complain about that, but hair is like just pick it out, move on, eat the damn food. After eating his main course, Corden showed the hair to Balthazar manager G, who was very apologetic. He wrote alongside a photo of the actor. Corden was extremely nasty to G and said, "Get us another round of drinks this second. And also take care of all of our drinks so far. This way I write any nasty reviews on Yelp or anything like that." Oh, wow. I've never been. I think I've maybe been to Balthazar like once. This guy's only 70. He looks good for 71. He doesn't look that old. In a second instance from earlier this month, the Into the Woods actor allegedly yelled at his server when his wife's brunch order was made incorrectly. I can't understand yelling at waiters. I don't understand people who do that. McCorden's wife, because it's like, it's not their fucking fault. McCorden's wife ordered an egg yolk omelet with Gruyere cheese and salad a few minutes after they received the food. James called their server MK and told her there was a little bit of egg white mixed with the egg yolk. No! Oh, no. MK informed the floor manager G the kitchen remade the dish, but unfortunately sent it home with fries instead of salad. According to the manager's notes from the incident, Corden began yelling like crazy to the server, saying, "You can't do your job. You can't do your job. Maybe I should go into the kitchen and cook the omelet myself." Oof. What a dick. It's like, haven't you ever worked? Clearly, this person has never worked in restaurants. It's not a big fucking deal. Ugh. The acclaimed restaurant owner exclusively told Page Six that he was reluctant to post about the actor's behavior, but wanted to protect his staff. Their jobs are hard enough already. They shouldn't have to take this kind of abuse from anyone, especially the rich and famous. Yeah, don't you realize you look like a fucking asshole, James Corden? Like, of course, yeah, you can complain. Let people know what's wrong, but like, Why give your waiter a hard time? You just look like an asshole. I love the comments from the people. Balthazar is the most overrated place there is, with overpriced, bad food, and poor service. A rich client took me there twice. Half the restaurant is in Brooklyn. Half the restaurants in Brooklyn and the Bronx are far superior and have better service. A rich client took me there twice. Another mystery career in no talent. Corden, like Jennifer Lawrence or Ben Affleck. I think Harvey Weinstein might explain one. Don't know about the rest. Interesting. Oh, is that what people think? That Harvey Weinstein is the only reason why Jennifer Lawrence became a star? Lawrence and Affleck can act. Affleck has written a few hit movies. Lawrence won an Academy Award. They are my favorite actors, but they have some talent. Corden, not sure why he's famous. I don't understand either. He's pretty mediocre to me. Harvey Weinstein is the explanation for Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, and Gwyneth Paltrow's careers as well. It's the reason why these three remain silent, along with Jennifer Lawrence, in regard to Harvey's undoing. Good Will Hunting is a mediocre. I liked Good Will Hunting. Is a mediocre movie at best. And looking back, did Affleck and Damon deserve Oscars for the screenplay? No. Same with Paltrow's performance in Shakespeare in Love. Barely noteworthy. Certainly not Oscar caliber. They all had to worship Harvey's fetid, deformed, rancid taint to get where they are today. James Corden is a dick lick. I don't care how many wives and children he has. And sassing waitstaff like a bossy queen underscores this, but he must be pretty good at his craft to keep working in Homewood. Oh, this is a great comment. I heard James Corden did not get his contract renewed for The Late Show. He'll be a has-been soon and head back to England. Wow. Let me check on that. James Corden, Late Show. No, a lot of these articles are about the restaurant. Wow. Everyone's picking up this story. Did he call him a tiny cretin of a man? That's so funny. Oh, his Instagram outburst. Okay, now I have to look up what he said. Damn, there's so much going on. So much drama. All I'm trying to find out is if the show's getting renewed. Let's see. Okay, now I can't really tell. Oh, he's quitting? Okay, this is interesting. Out of the Sun. This is from like a month ago. I had to bully my way to the top in showbiz because I'm working class. I wasn't bred for success. Really? Looks like you're getting plenty of bread there. Says people from humble beginnings feel society wants to limit their potential. He said if you're from a working class environment, you're not bred for success. The talent is everywhere and opportunity isn't. I didn't realize until I met my wife that she did, I think, 13 GCSE and I did 6. The most you could do at my school was 7. I don't know what the fuck that means. You're kind of capped. You're not really told that these things are possible. No one's going to wait to invite you to the table. That's kind of true of like everything in life. Okay. Okay, here's from the Huffington Post from last week. James Corden reflects on a risky decision to quit The Late Show. Okay, this is from last month. He's quitting The Late Show, saying it felt like a greater risk to stay. He's hosted the show since 2015. He's stepping down in April this year. Oh, meaning like next year. The presenter and actor has extended his contract with CBS to present the show for one more year before finishing the summer of 2023. appearing on BBC Radio, James was asked whether he was worried his persona as a chat show host stops people from seeing him as the kind of performer he would like to be. Oh, like his amazing performance on, what was it? Cats? I don't know. We're about to find out. Look, I'm aware that this isn't a road often traveled. I'm aware that there's not a plethora of people who have walked away from late night shows. I get why they wouldn't walk away. It's amazing. And for me, really, the reason to leave is the same reason to do it, which I wonder is if this is possible. And if this is it, then do you know what? It's been quite a ride anyway. I get that it will be difficult. Yeah, he probably just has enough money to live. He should probably just chill. Why does he think it's a greater risk to stay? Because it'll get like worse and worse, and then it'll be embarrassing. On the day of the announcement that I was going to walk away, it was still made very clear to me that there was a job here for the next 5 years. And I'm not going to lie, financially, it's good. God, I wonder what he's getting paid. James said he had watched the clip of Bowie repeatedly as a way of reassuring himself. What? Hoping there's one more adventure, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty all right with the idea that I might get comfortable in some silence for a minute. Yep, we'll get comfortable with it too. By the time I finish, I'll have done 1,235 shows. His popular carpool karaoke series. Okay, yeah, that's fun, I guess. All right, so he's leaving the show. Nice. Ugh. I guess I don't care. I don't really watch him. Patrick T, did you eat anywhere nice in NOLA? I went to Coop's, which we try to go there every time we're in town. That's a good spot. Nice? Did I eat anywhere nice? Probably not nice, just like casual spots. I went to Cafe Beignet, Cafe Du Monde, had a bunch of beignets. I went to Daisy Duke's once. God, I really didn't like eat that much. I feel like I was just running around live streaming and then going to the shows because I didn't really. Okay, we went with my friend Sam and her fiance. We went to, I can't remember the name, but I had like some like meat on a stick there. It was like a charcuterie. I can't remember the name. Nowhere really nice. I kind of didn't really like. I guess I didn't really make time to go eat much. I was doing like walking around and doing tours. It's very easy for me to deprioritize eating. What's up, Nvidia? He ruined the Late Late Show. All I needed to not like him. True. Who had it before him? I can't remember his name. I tried to go to Commander's Palace. They were fully booked up for like 2 days. So I'm going to try going next time I go. I did not try to go to Brennan's. I've been to the Quarter Two Sisters in the past. That place is fucking awesome. That's one of the nicest restaurants, I think. Oh, yes. Craig Ferguson had it before him. Okay. Thank you. Kochan. Did I go there? I think so. Maybe it was Kochan, the place with the meat. They had like an Oktoberfest meat situation and they had like really good sandwiches there. But I was like sort of still trying to do keto. Yeah. I did. I spent a lot of time giving little tips to that little dog in Jackson Square. She was so cute. Yeah. It was fun. It was a quick trip though. I gotta go back. Yeah, his ratings were probably sucking dick. But you know, he had a great run. Things don't last forever. Gotta be just really grateful with what you have, where you are. I feel like celebrities lose sight of that. So there. As did Frosk. And in the end, we all were frostbitten. Okay. All right. I'm gonna catch up on my stuttering John Chad stuff. I think Steel Toe. I'm going on Steel Toe Morning Show on Thursday. What else am I doing? Yes. Okay. I'm interviewing Vinny Paulino today at 5, and then Rams Paul at 9. And then I'm interviewing Dan Vask tomorrow at 3. That's very exciting. Love Dan Vask. And then, of course, Thursday, I'm on the Steel Toe Morning Show at 12:30. And then the Bridgeport Stress Factory Thursday night. And then, of course, Friday Night Tights is Friday. Okay, guys, this was so much fun. Good to see you all. Dan is easy on the eyes. Okay, I will see you guys later. Bye.